29.
Still with us, Joseph Tully and Crystal Pettiford. Thank you for staying with us. Crystal, let me ask you this. So we're now hearing about text messages between the two. That is Zachary Adams, the defendant, and the co-defendant, who now has recanted and said Zach Adams had nothing to do with it. But does this go far enough to say, hey, here's evidence that this defendant killed Holly Bobo?
I think it's enough evidence to at least consider a new trial. You have a person who was one of the star witnesses in the trial who gave testimony implicating the defendant, who's now saying, I wasn't being truthful. So far, what we're seeing here with the text messages, I really can't speak to it because it doesn't tell us anything about the frequency by which the two of them previously communicated. Was text messages an anomaly for the two of them? Did they text daily? Right now, it seems that the prosecution is outlining the way Autry's phone traveled, but they haven't yet gotten to whether or not the defendant's phone travel in the same sequence, or if it was later a point where they were in the same place at the same time. I don't think the connection has been made yet. I'm sure that's where they may be going. But when you have a case with very little physical evidence, mostly circumstantial, where conviction rely heavily on the testimony of someone that is now recanting, I think you would be remiss to not really consider, aside from his testimony, what do we actually have here?
Yeah, great points, and I'm sure the state's moving in that direction. I want to shift gears a little, Joseph, and ask you this. How much do you think the prosecution, in this case and other cases, really takes into account the family's desires, Holly Bobo's family, and whether or not that means they are going to stand by a conviction like they said they're going to do?
So the state does have an interest in serving the public, and that would definitely include victims' families. However, that means nothing if this isn't the individual who actually did it. So again, the emphasis should not be on maintaining a conviction. It should be on finding out who actually did this and in seeking justice.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Thank you both for your great expertise this morning here on this Monday. Coming up next, you don't want to miss, cell phone expert testifies there was nearly